Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the first deep clean with me this spring. I cannot wait. This is an absolute mess of a house, and we're going to tackle it today. If you're new here, my name is Lauren Nicholson. I love to share all things homemaking. I would love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it's so great to see you. Okay, let's get into it.
All right, so today we're going to be starting the spring Okay guys, so today we're going to start spring cleaning. This is day one, and in January, February, I already cleaned quite a few things like the curtains and things like that. Today we're going to deep clean the windows, we're going to do the floors, clean the trim and things like that that I don't usually clean too much. So we're going to be doing that. I started by making I've been working on this as a printable. Well, no, you can't come up here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So I started building this. This is a deep clean any room printable that you guys can print, and it's basically a framework of any room, doesn't matter what it is, how you can deep clean it, and the stages of starting from clearing and resetting the space, like getting rid of trash, putting things in baskets that go into other rooms where they belong, dusting and detailing. We're going to go from the top to the bottom of every single wall, wipe it down, get all the dust off, all of that type of stuff, and then windows and glass. So instead of me actually cleaning the glass here, I'm going to have my EcoVac do it, which I'll share. They're also the sponsor of today's video, but they're incredible. I've shared it on my channel before, so I'm going to do a little bit more in depth of what it is so you guys can take a look at that. It's going to be cleaning all the outside windows and the inside windows, and then surfaces and furniture. So like, again, we're going to start at the top, work our way down to the floor. The last thing we'll do is the floors, and then I'm going to do like a little fabric spray just to kind of brighten up the scent in here. And then final refresh will just be kind of fluffing things, setting the table, really small measurable things just to kind of make the space more peaceful. I want to do just the dining room and family room in here today, and then tomorrow we'll go do the front room. And the reason I want to take it slow is so I can do a good job, but also enjoy it. I don't want to be sweating by 4:30 when I need to start focusing on homework and doing all that stuff. So we're gonna do that together today. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this turns out. And the point of this is, at the end of the day, the goal I have for myself is this space will be clean, it will feel reset, and I will feel recharged and not super depleted, tired, exhausted. That's the plan. I also have a 2:30 meeting, so the hope is to be done by 1 o'clock in these two spaces and not be exhausted for that meeting. So that's the goal for today. If that goes well, we'll continue with this. And by the time I'm done with the spring cleaning, we'll know if this is the right method and if there's anything we need to add or subtract to this. And let me take you on a little quick tour and show you how everything looks. I have all the things I want to use already laid out so I don't get stressed out in the middle of cleaning, like where's this, where's that. I'm going to use hot water and Dawn, just a tiny bit, to actually wipe down the walls. I just feel like they need a good wiping, especially because this is adjacent to the kitchen. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys notice, but if you cook a lot, the oil kind of gets on top of everything. And if you don't have the right suction in your hood, sometimes, I remember the Victorian had the lowest suction and everything was always covered in oil. We got things like this that need to get removed. It is now beautiful and not winter anymore, so we don't need this inside the house, so that'll be getting removed. And just some piled up stuff over here. I want to wipe down items like this. Don't know what happened there, but and then again, the windows will all get done by the EcoVac, so that's really nice. We already cleaned these, they still smell lovely. So once that's done, we will then come down here, do the floor. I'm gonna wipe down all these chairs, which I haven't done in a minute, and they're starting to get sticky because before and after dinner, the kids, have sticky fingers, and sometimes these get sticky. So we're gonna remove all this, and then I'm also gonna move this table and clean underneath when we do the floors. These I actually just wiped down, so I don't need to do that, but we will be mopping underneath, and and I want to go ahead and clean the wall as well. And then starting over here, same thing, just gonna pull these things away from the wall, clean the wall, get the carpets cleaned up here and the floors as well as the window. You can see the window is already it's really hard to see on these, but there's stuff all on the outside from kids playing in the pool. So we have that to do. I want to clean all of those, get the mantle nice and clean, and wash like around the TV and the TV itself. So that is the goal for today. Now I understand that the before and after is probably not going to be remarkable, but to me, I will know like the floors right now are sticky. We had lots of fun this weekend with the kids playing in the pool, and I can actually feel like little sand on the ground from the bocce court. So I know for sure it needs to get deep cleaned, and today is the perfect day to do it. Okay, so that's enough rambling. Let's get cleaning. We're gonna start in this space first. I'm really looking forward to getting this spot cleaned up. All right, guys, let's get after it.
I'm leaving you for someone else, but it's not who you might think it is. It's someone who you're already loving.
So typically when I do a spring deep clean with me, I like to open up all the windows, but this particular day it was 91 degrees outside and I was trying to keep things as cool as possible, especially since I needed to clean. So if I were to do this on a normal day, I would probably light a nice candle, open up the windows, get that fresh, beautiful air in as I started to gather trash and get the surfaces cleaned. Since I had already done that, I wanted to start with my top-down cleaning. So that is removing cobwebs from the ceiling. If you have a chandelier, you might want to spray that down. That way, all the dust that falls down is not accumulating throughout your cleaning process, making it harder when you go to clean surfaces. So that's what I wanted to start with. I also did shake out the curtains. I guess I didn't film that, but just to make sure there was nothing stuck in those as well. We're going to move the table and then start from the very top, working our way down, just using a little hot water and some Dawn dish soap. I did put gloves on only because I noticed my nails get really, really brittle when they are submerged in too much water too long. So I didn't want that. We're trying to, grow those things out. So I ended up just putting some gloves on. You definitely don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I'm just gonna get all of the walls just nice and cleaned. Again, this is specifically because sometimes the oil from cooking will get onto your walls. I did notice they were pretty clean. I was impressed. And then from there, I am going to clean all of the window frames. The other thing I would suggest, if you haven't already, taking all your curtains down and getting those washed as well. One of you gave me a really great piece of advice is to wash your curtains and leave them partially damp. So don't let them fully dry in the dryer and let them hang, and they will dry flat and they also smell great. So next time I have to do this, we'll probably do right before summer. I'll definitely take you up on that advice because that sounds like a great way to get them to not be wrinkly. Now for the rest of this window, I had already done this in a previous video you guys saw. So this window I didn't need to do too much with, but this other one was so messy. I needed to get it deep cleaned. Once that all got done, we're going to hit those baseboards with either, I like to use old toothbrushes or a scrub brush to just get them nice and clean. A lot of them get, little kick marks and things like that and just dust buildup. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to get started on cleaning the table, deep cleaning everything in this space and just getting everything removed. I can't wait. This ends up turning out so beautiful and so clean. I'm so happy and proud I did this.
For a long time now, and I finally know where my heart is. This is our last kiss, and
While I get these walls deep clean, I want to take a moment and thank today's sponsor and share a little bit more about the EcoVac WindBot and how incredible and transformative this product has been to help me keep my house and my windows clean. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I shared just a usual day in the life cleaning video, and I shared my window cleaner robot. I got lots of questions, so today I'm excited to be sharing this with you. This is the WindBot W3 Omni, which is EcoVac's most advanced robotic window cleaner designed to deliver fully automated hands-free glass cleaning. From cleaning windows to washing pads, everything is automated, and this thing is so powerful and amazing. So just on our main floor alone, we have 15 giant windows, and cleaning them is not one of my favorite things to do. I don't enjoy getting up on the ladder. I don't enjoy having all of the spray of the window cleaner coming back in my face, and this seemed like the most reasonable solution, not only to deep clean our windows, but also to save me time, and I'm going to tell you a little bit bit more about it. So the WinBot W3 Omni was created for a couple specific reasons, which were all pain points I was dealing with. Not only do we have a lot of windows, we also have giant windows, and it requires a ladder for me. It requires bending, reaching, repeated movements, oftentimes very unsafe, and it's hard to do well, especially on these large glass windows. However, the reason I love this little robot is I don't have to clean my windows manually. I don't have to touch dirty rags and pads. I don't have to re-clean streaks, and I don't have to stress about falling, which is all very important to me, especially how often I clean my house. And it's just in one place. All I have to do is push a button for effortless window cleaning with no restrictions. The WinBot is a dedicated robotic solution for window cleaning that is actually the global #1 robotic window cleaner, and it is way cheaper than hiring a professional company. Let me tell you some of the features that I find to be some of the most valuable and unmatched on the market. Busy mom of 4 kids, it is not uncommon for you to walk out and see something like that on our windows. When I see it, it's no problem at all. One of the things I love about the docking station is the Vortex Wash. These pads automatically wash by the station, so no manual cleaning whatsoever. Once you put them in there, it automatically washes them. So no more hand washing those dirty, nasty pads. You just put it in here and then add it back onto the robot, and let me show you how easily it affixes to the window. Once you're ready to clean, all you have to do is hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds and it will completely affix to the window and get started. There are multiple different cleaning modes, and I like to use the thorough for the outside and fast for the inside. Since we have lots of kids, I like that I can walk away from this and know that they have a 12-tier safety protection that works in one system, which is really important for anti-dropping protection, as well as an anchor in case you need more safety in certain types of rooms. And one of the most incredible things is the dual power modes. This is battery powered and it's also plug-in operable, which is incredible for indoor-outdoor cleaning. One of the other incredible features is the W3 Omni does not passively touch edges. It actively controls pressure and lifts to prevent secondary contamination. I also like that the dirt is dissolved before wiping, preventing streaks and dragging marks. And the triangle spray feature also allows the entire window get full coverage, multiple passes for that professional window clean look. And one of the best things about it is when you're done, all you have to do is remove their removable dirty water container, pour that out, and start all over again the next time your windows get dirty. If you guys want to join me and try the EcoVac WinBot W3 Omni, it will be linked down below. And thank you to EcoVacs for sponsoring today's video.
I know I never meant to hurt you, but I'm in love with myself. 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 I want you to know I won't let go, even if I couldn't love you back. The same way you've been loved, let me always. Please understand and take my hand.
I didn't realize this, but when I actually moved the table in this space, I realized how much stuff had accumulated under it. I never move it when I do all my vacuuming and mopping in here. So this is a really great reminder that when you do these deep cleans, possibly seasonally, 4 times a year, or maybe you do it annually, whenever you do, it's sometimes nice to be able to remove some of those more stationary pieces of furniture so you can get under there and really deep clean. So that was one thing I was just like, oh gosh, I can't believe all this time I do all this cleaning. I always remove the chairs and things like that, but never this table. The other thing I wanted to do is deep clean this area, just because usually when we all sit at this table, we don't have shoes on. Obviously at night, we're kind of in our, wind down clothes. And I realized that our feet were always touching this area and it's got a lot of dust on it. So I wanted to give this a really deep clean with that Dawn dish soap to make sure it's degreased. And this table looked brand new when I was done. Again, things that I don't usually do on my weekly, cleaning routines, as well as I'm obviously not going to do this on a 20-minute tidy, but it doesn't mean that sometimes, during the year we need to stop and really treat some of our furniture with a little bit of that elbow grease. So I'm going to get this deep cleaned again. I'll show you how it all turns out. I do get a lot of questions about this table. So this table I got from Wayfair. It is extremely well made. It is pure wood and it's also very heavy. But when I went to link it, because right now Wayfair is actually having their up to 80% off spring sale. I went to link this for you guys and it's sold out. So as soon as it comes back, I will be sure to link it, but it's a great table. I absolutely love it for this space. And then I do get some comments from time to time saying to switch this table and the other table, but I think this small table would look so silly in the other room. And honestly, we like kind of sitting at this round table just on the day-to-day, you know, for lunch or work. And that long table would be way too big in here. So I don't have any plans of doing that, but I totally understand how it might look a little bit better, but I'm going to keep it the way it is for now. This door also had a ton of little tiny fingerprints all over it, so I used the magic eraser to just hit those spots. Be careful with those, especially on your walls. Sometimes they can strip a little bit of the paint, but I like using just basic Dawn dish soap. Does a really great job for cleaning these types of things. Again, this area where lots of little feet are always kicking against this, I wanted to get it nice and clean, degrease it, and just get it all new and beautiful again. I did decide to actually clean these stools. Now, I shared this in a recent video when I deep cleaned this space, you know, kind of after Christmas. I had already cleaned all these and they were all messy and sticky and dusty again. So keeping that regular, you know, once a month going through or doing zone cleaning, I think is a lot of people like doing that, is a great way to stay on top of this stuff. But the most important thing is trying to alleviate that feeling of overwhelm and letting things pile up. So I just said today I'm going to do this one space, and then tomorrow or the next day I'll go do another space, and then after a month or two I'll go through and redo it again. It's a great way to kind of keep the spaces deep cleaned and then stay on top of it by doing those daily 20-minute tidies.
Wake up your senses in the dark. Believe you make it through the night. Every shadow calls your name. Every hurt, a spark, a flame. When I can see a thing, I try to fear. Before I turn to fire, I find the ray. I feel the warmth of all healing hands. I'm in the chaos, but yeah, I can breathe.
That took me a good couple hours to get done, but that space is fully cleaned. It feels so much fresher and brighter in here. I just wanted to get this counter space also cleaned off and move the chairs down since I removed the kitty, like the litter robot thing. It is halfway through my day and I am right on track. I've got a couple more hours to get the other room clean and then we are done. That means from 9 to 1, I did a ton of cleaning and then I have the rest of my day to myself. Although I do have a meeting. I wouldn't call it a meeting. It was actually, I got to meet up with an old girlfriend of mine that I haven't seen in forever. And so it was really, it was a great thing to have kind of as that, one thing to look forward to while I'm sitting here cleaning all of this. So I did want to also clean under this couch just again. I feel like because we are always in here, stuff kind of gets under here. But again, you guys saw right after Christmas, I deep cleaned this entire floor before we put that rug down. So it was pretty clean, nothing too exciting over here. But I did, any chance I can get to go under these, I usually do it at least once a week, but I don't always mop back here. So that felt great. I have all of the curtains tied up while we are going to be mopping, and then I'll let them down. You'll see at the end of this video how that all comes together. And while I'm doing all this, the WinBot is cleaning all of the windows. So I want to say like that's probably why this didn't take as long as it usually does. Usually these days are about 5, 6, 7 hours, depending on how much I have to clean, as well as how often I've been cleaning. The other day we cleaned all of those pieces of art. So again, that was like one less thing I had to do today because we had just done that. So those are always good things to think about. But also if you're like, this is all too much to do in one day, maybe one day all you do is clean up the art around the house. Maybe the next day, all you do is clean, surfaces or baseboards and kind of break it up into little micro cleaning days so that it doesn't feel so overwhelming. For me, it feels really good in that sense of closure when I clean a space to actually have the whole space done. But instead of doing the whole house, I just do it in little zones. So this has been a really great way for me to stay on top of it. And I can't wait to show you how this all turns out.
I was feeling hopeless, I was feeling broken, couldn't see where I was going, almost fell apart. That is when I found you, you could see right through me, pull me from the darkness, save me from the start. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am, I follow the voices in my heart. I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 추며 노래 do whatever I like because I have you right by my side. I know that you are. 이전엔 내가 아냐 난 돌아가지 않아 공허 있었던 그 수많은 밤을 말이야 아무도 없던 내게 따스히 다가와준 그 모든 의미를 난 잊지 않아. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart. I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious.
Okay, I love that the little cord just retracts right back in.
Please clean the wiping pad and the four corners of WinBot.
Absolutely. All right, let me give you guys a quick overview where we're at. So all the windows inside have been cleaned. And this door, I see some fingerprints here. Oh, that's on the other side. Okay, we're gonna, now what I love about this is it is also battery operated. So we are gonna start over here and start cleaning all the exterior windows and then we will be done. Floors have never looked, they look brand new, so clean. I don't think I've ever fully like washed this table before, but it looks great. And I'm playing around, I was not filming, but about maybe not putting these chairs back and just having these here. like some blankets and baskets. I don't know. We're gonna play around with that in a minute. I'm gonna move this outside. Then we are going to finish cleaning that corner and in here, and then we'll be done.
I was feeling hopeless, I was feeling broken, couldn't see where I was going, almost fell apart. That is when I found you, you could see right through me, pull me from the darkness, save me from the start. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart, I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 추면 오래 do whatever I like, because I have you right by my side. I know that you are. 이전엔 내가 아냐, 난 돌아가지 않아. 공허했었던 그 수많은 밤을 말이야. 아무도 없던 내게 따스히 다가와준 그 모든 의미를 난 잊지 않아. I might be reaching for the stars, but whenever I'm with you, doesn't matter where I am. I follow the voices in my heart, I feel you're always here by my side. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 추면 오래 do whatever I like, because I have you right by my side. All ups and downs I've been through, everything just makes sense with you. No, nothing's impossible, I feel unstoppable. You're the light, the light of my life. I'm all in this time. I know that you are glorious, glorious. I know that you are glorious. I'm all in this time, all in this time. On top of the world, let's save every moment. Nothing can break us apart, let us show. 춤을 추면 오래 do whatever I like, because I have you right by my side. I know that you are.
Wow, we are officially done. I have 2 more windows to go. I am going to clean out our WinBot, the water. So when it cleans, it has a clean water and a dirty water dispenser. So I'm going to clean those out. I mean, I just can't believe how much we got done today before 1 o'clock. I'm going to take you guys on a little tour, go gather up all of our dirty washcloths. If you are looking for really, really great rags, I will link these down below. They are fabulous. I've used them for years and I love them. I do terry ones and cotton ones, and they're both absolutely great. I can't believe how many we went through.
All right, 106. So we started at 9:15, and let me show you where I got today. We have a lot of dirty rags. So here is where we ended the day. This feels so good. Oh my gosh. Wow, the house just feels so different. Having the floors and walls and everything washed, the windows are all perfectly cleaned. So I've got to let these come down, and the floors are all clean now. Look how beautiful this window is. Hi guys. And over here we have all of this is all clean and beautiful. Like, wow, this just feels so great. And the windows look amazing. This would have been another at least hour and some change for me to clean all the windows as well as everything else we got done here. So that saved me major time. Not to mention, I don't really enjoy getting up into those upper windows outside. This feels great. Highly recommend turning on some great music and getting started. I will have my printable down below for you guys. I'll finish it all up so you guys can see exactly how I did this, starting from the top to the bottom and all the things we did. You can do it in any space and it will feel just as beautiful and clean as mine. All right guys, time for a shower. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!